This is a campaign right after my own heart. Vivo, the switch off campaign. Vivo, a phone company, is telling us that, look, our phones are amazing, but do realize you could be getting addicted. You've got to have a phone life balance. Switch off your phone. So a lot of interesting statistics. This is the third year that they've been doing it. Some startling statistics that are coming out. Parents confessing that their excessive use of smartphones have hurt their relationship with their children. Children not behaving well. I'll tell you another statistic that was very concerning to me. So pre-COVID, we were using our phones for something like, 4.5 hours. Then around the pandemic and the COVID era, 6.5 hours on the smartphone. But the really bad part is that even though lockdown and the pandemic are a bit better, we're still using 6 hours plus right now. Here's a quick look at the entire study, and then we'll do an interview with the people behind it.
It's hard to disagree with the fact that smartphones are no longer just a tool, an integral part of life. They are the unifying bond that connects families and friends, close or distant. And the importance of a phone is connecting parents with their children is no less. Vivo's latest study, in partnership with Cyber Media Research, aims to find out exactly how much of a behavioral impact excessive smartphone use can have on children and their relationships. Now, in its third edition, the campaign dubbed as Switch Off brings to light the unique relationship dynamics that are surfacing due to excessive smartphone usage. First, the good. The study showed that over 84% of surveyed users agreed that smartphones are integral for staying connected and that they have boosted productivity as well as the quality of life. In fact, this effect was further pronounced during the COVID-19 pandemic when it allowed users to feel safe, secure, and entertained. Unfortunately, it has triggered addiction response in many users, with average daily smartphone usage times increasing by 32% since pre-COVID times. It has led to users spending as much as 6.5 hours on their phones every day. Because of the prevalence of smartphone use by parents and children, even while spending time together, 74% of Indian parents feel that their relationship with their kids may be hurt because of smartphones. But the one worrying highlight that really stands out is that 90% of parents agreed that children are getting more aggressive due to extended smartphone use. The silver lining to the study, conducted with over 1,100 consumers in 8 different cities, however, is that while the smartphone has become a part of their daily routine and cannot be separated from it, users are just as informed about the need to spend uninterrupted time with children as well as the positive effects of it. And perhaps, just like the title of the study, it is indeed time to switch off just a bit.
That was the study. Let's talk to the people behind it. I'm going to talk to Yogendra Sriramula, Director Brand Strategy for Vivo, and Esha Mehta, Psychologist, Meddo Health. Thank you so much for joining me, and congratulations, Yogendra, on continuing the switch off campaign from Vivo. Very important initiative. I'm glad Vivo has continued to lead from the front. But my first question is to do with that. Now, why does a smartphone brand like Vivo champion the cause of switching off and finding a balance between phone life and life itself? Isn't that detrimental to your own product?
A very pertinent question. First of all, thank you for having me on the show. My perspective is that smartphones are probably the most important innovation which has happened in the recent past. In fact, even in the survey, we see findings where a lot of people have said how it helps them connect with loved ones, how it boosts their productivity. So if we are able to give joy to consumers, we are very happy about it. But if excessive usage is leading to a problem, then it is equally a responsibility to bring this to people's notice and help people take corrective actions. And Switch Off has this message at its core.
Great, Yogendra. I'm really glad that maturity is there with Vivo as a brand. What have been the new findings different this year from the previous year?
If I have to simplify it, I would say there are 3 parts to the survey. So part number 1, people are beginning to use their phone even in what were erstwhile very social family kind of settings, at dining table, in your hall, while sitting with your family. So now people have replaced this social time with a very individualized and immersive device, which is the smartphone. So the second part of the survey, 66% of the parents are confessing that they are always on their phone when they are spending time with kids. 74% of the parents, 3 out of 4 parents, have confessed that their relationship with their kids has been hurt because of the time they are spending on their phones. The third part is because of this behavior of the parents and because of the usage of phone even by the kids, 90% of parents are saying that their kids are getting aggressive with other kids.
Okay, pretty scary, some of that stuff, right? Okay, and how's the pandemic changed mobile phone usage? Are we more addicted, reliant on a phone than ever before? After all, one of the main saviors during the pandemic and lockdown was our phone. So now for us to kind of cut back is a little bit difficult, right?
We've developed this deep interaction with the phones, during this pandemic. A very, very deep attachment and love for our phone. It's absolutely inseparable to be, away from our phone. The adverse effects that, I have come across with is a lot of anxiety, a lot of mood changes, irritability, anger outbursts, aggression in children as well as adults. I feel, the good side and the downside both are there. And what we need to do is first become aware of the problems that we are facing. And together as parents and children, sit across, talk to each other and address these issues.